Okay, so I'm going to go over with you what your interactive notebook should look like for Chapter 1. If you need more specifics, you're going to have to go to that exact section's video. So the first page should be 1.1, Understanding Points, Lines, and Planes. You're going to have your foldable on the front. On the back is going to be Example 1. Then on the next page, you're going to have this foldable, and some of you are going to have this underneath it. Others of us had to put this sideways and put this on the back. And if that's the case, that's perfectly fine. And then our final page for 1.1 is going to be this foldable. Okay, then we started a new section, so that should always be on the front. That's 1.2, Measuring and Constructing Segments. So we have the ruler postulate foldable, and then we also have our example. Nothing on the back page there. This is on the next front page where we talk about congruent segments. And then we have our foldable with the segment addition postulate. That is the end of 1.2. 1.3 has 2 days. This is the first day. This you're supposed to fill out by yourself, so make sure that you do that. That was our bell work. And then, not on the back, but on a new page, because this is a foldable, you should have the protractor postulate. Widthwise, this was a little big, so we made it vertical, so the protractor postulate. And then our second day of 1.3, 1.3 continued, is the angle addition postulate, angle bisector foldable. And on the back of that, you have the constructing an angle bisector. Yours doesn't look exactly like mine. We wrote all the steps together, and then we just have the final angle below. And then you also have one for an obtuse angle. Now, the one that you might not have in there yet is this 1.3 example page. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out here. So we're just going to trim this along the edges, and then we're going to staple it. So what you're going to do is you're just going to staple it to this page where the angle bisector is, and you're just going to staple once at each corner. So once here and then once here, so that when I look at it, I'll be able to open it up, see your angle bisector, but then you also have your examples here. Okay? And then your next page is the pairs of angles. I have my angle relationships in a little pocket that I made, so I can take mine out for next year, but yours is going to be glued into your notebook. And then you don't have to deal with these pocket issues. Okay, and then from there, on the back of it is going to be our 1.4 extra practice page. This we all filled out together, so that should be filled out. Again, you're just trimming that along the edge and then pasting that on the back. And that's it for 1.4. And then 1.5, you should have perimeter and area folder, or foldable. And then on the back of that, we have our circle, circumference, area, and then our example. And if you put this on a new page, not on the back, that's fine. If you put all of yours on new pages, that's fine too. And then for 1.6, the midpoint and the distance, we have a few notes here, and then we have our foldable. Again, if you couldn't fit this horizontally, if you have this on the front side, and then you put this on the next page, that would be fine. And that's all we have for 1.6. 1.7 is transformations in the coordinate plane. Your first page is this foldable. You could either trim it to glue it in horizontally, or if you needed to flip it vertically, you could do that. And then on the back of that page are our examples. So we trim that along the edge here, and we glued it to our page. Same thing with this. We trim this here, and then we glued it to our page. All right, and that is it for chapter 1. Again, if there was anything that you missed, you need to go to that video. The only one that doesn't have a video is 1.5. That just has your exact copy of notes, and you can find all of those on Google Classroom. Okay, and then this is due on your Chapter 1 test day.